Did we really land on the moon? On July 16, 1969, a rocket called Saturn V lifted off from Florida. Inside were three astronauts, Neil Armstrong, Buzz Aldrin, and Michael Collins. Their destination? The moon. Just 4 days later, Armstrong and Aldrin would land in a small lunar module called the Eagle, while Collins stayed in orbit. And then came the moment watched by millions. That's one small step for man, one giant leap for mankind. They spent around 2.5 hours walking on the moon, collecting nearly 22 kilograms of rocks, running experiments, and placing a U.S. flag. But this mission wasn't just about space travel. It was part of a Cold War rivalry between the U.S. and the Soviet Union. At the time, the Soviets had already launched the first satellite, the first man, and the first unmanned probe to the moon. America had to respond, and Apollo 11 became the answer. The Soviets tried building a massive rocket, the N-1, but it failed 4 times. Meanwhile, Saturn V became the most powerful machine ever launched. Apollo 11 was the moment the U.S. took the lead. The samples brought back revealed that the moon was once volcanic and likely formed when a Mars-sized object collided with Earth. Even today, scientists still use the reflectors left on the surface to measure the moon's distance. But here's something surprising. Even now, over 6% of Americans believe the moon landing was fake. They question why the flag seemed to wave, or why there were no stars in the photos. But scientists have explained it all. The flag had a support rod. The cameras couldn't capture faint stars. And the shadows? All consistent with sunlight reflecting off the lunar surface. Still, the questions continue. And that's part of what makes this story last. It's not just about where we went. It's about what we're willing to believe. What do you think? Was Apollo 11 real, or one of the greatest tricks in history? Let's talk about it, and we'll explore more in the next video.